In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to move the dart into the neckline and turn it into a pleat. I'll also show you how to true the end of the pleat so that everything lines up neatly at the edges. First, you need to draw a line from the bust apex to where you want your dart to move. And then we need to draw a line through the centre of the dart to the bust apex. Next, we're going to cut through the bust dart and through the neckline where we want to move the dart to, leaving a pivot point at the bust apex. Now we can easily close the dart in the side seam and this opens up a dart in the neckline. You could sew this dart if you wanted to create a dart feature at the neckline. I'll show you how to make it into a pleat. So to make this into a pleat instead of a dart, we simply fold the fabric rather than creating a dart by sewing one. So we're going to take the pattern and we're going to fold the dart along both sides and then through the middle to match up those fold lines. And then we'll fold the section that's going to be the pleat away. Like so. Now you can see straight away that that has created the contouring that we require. So we're going to end up with a nice pleated neckline feature whilst maintaining the volume in the bust area that we need. To make sure that when we sew it, the fabric that has been taken up in the pleat sits neatly on the neckline and doesn't create any puckering or distortion, we need to make sure that the end of the pleat is trued. So to do this, we'll just pop a little bit of tape over the pleat. And then we'll take our scissors and cut around through all the layers. And then we can open up the pleat and we will have a shaped piece which will sit perfectly along the neckline when we sew the neckline. To finish off this type of top, I would suggest either using a bias binding, either using the narrow bias binding technique, or ideally, to keep the pleat exactly where you want it to be, consider adding a neck facing. We'll be covering facings in detail in the next module.